Well, hello. Welcome once again to Stuff and Things Plays. I'm your good friend Bradley. That is my good friend, Kevin Kevinson. He's angry. And today we are playing Valheim. So much has happened between the last episode and this. I think the last episode ended with Kevin being killed by a horrible troll as he was trying to circumnavigate, but trying to navigate up a river. We've learned some things about sailing since then, so don't worry. We have done a lot of things since then. I have many things that I need to tell you about. You'll notice first off that Kevin has this disgusting troll trophy hanging up in his house. Here is one of a gray dwarf shaman, and here's just a good old-fashioned deer. But we've been doing so many things. I've been trying not to do anything that I guess is important. We haven't done anything with iron yet. We had gotten some iron ore in the last episode, and I did smelt some of that iron, but we haven't made anything out of iron. I haven't even really looked at what I can make out of iron. What I have done, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to begin. I was grabbing a bunch of copper and stuff recently. We've been doing some of that stuff. Okay, here's something right off the bat. Sausages. I made sausages. I realized when I was looking at the cauldron that there are all these different things. Sausages, carrot soup. So I made some carrot soup. That's just mushrooms and carrots, and it's so much more nutritious and so much better than other foods. Sausages are extremely nutritious. Duration 1,600 seconds. With stamina gain of 40, healing 3 hit points a tick. Carrot soup is 1,560 stamina. It's great for stamina. So look at this. You see my health there, 25. Carrot soup. Sausages. A little bit of meat. Oh, look at that. Look at how much nicer that is. So the sausages, the only problem is that you have to use entrails to make those, and you get entrails from the Draugr. So that's kind of annoying. So I learned a little bit about that. What else have I noticed? You see this? Again, I'm not looking anything up about this game, and I appreciate it if you guys don't reveal anything, but I've noticed this. See this? It has durability, and I think it's because, or it's less durability, and I think it's because it's not covered by a roof. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to actually fix that, but I don't have that selected. Here we go. Let's just put a new one on there. Okay, so if you go there, do repair. So that's something I've discovered, and I discovered it while making a different base in another location. I'll show you that in a little bit. But yeah, if you have things that get exposed to water, their durability goes down. It doesn't seem as though they actually will break eventually. Like, see these logs? I don't think they'll break. I just think they'll get to the point where they look kind of ratty and old. And you see these boards here where they're not undercover. Interesting stuff. That's something to keep in mind. Another thing I discovered. I think pigs were eating my crops. I think they were eaten because I had some turnip seeds that I got from the, what are those things called? The crypt in the swamp. And I planted them here, and then I came around and they were all gone. And a bunch of my carrots were gone too. So I think the pigs were coming and rooting around, so I put a fence around all this. I'm growing some more carrots right now because now that I know that carrot soup is such an amazing thing, I want to make sure I have plenty of carrots. So I built this little, it's a temporary garden because everything is going to change eventually. What else have I discovered? One thing that people kept trying to tell me, and please don't try to tell me things. I know you're trying to be helpful, but people kept saying that if you dug down around a copper deposit, there would be a bunch more copper. And I tried that. But I was like, I'm not finding any extra copper. But what had happened is I had taken all the copper off the top, and then I would try to dig into the ground underneath where the copper was, and there was nothing there. I guess the secret is that you have to dig around the copper deposit, and then you'll get a bit more if you do it before you actually take any of the copper out. It's kind of weird. So it's not as though the copper is actually there. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just the way the game renders the item. And so I did discover that you can get a bit more copper from a copper deposit. I spent a bunch of time trying to do some leveling. Over here, speaking of things being weathered by the rain, I've got a bunch of stuff out here that's eventually going to get weathered. But I'm eventually going to build a big old nice longhouse for Kevin. And this is where I want to do it. And so I was trying to level all this out. I found it very irritating using the hoe because there's certain parts that just won't level. And I don't know why. Like this. Why won't that level? It's supposed to take wherever you're standing and make it the same level. and it just won't some places. It just leaves these weird dimples and everything. So then you get your pickaxe out and you try to smack it a little bit. It kind of works, kind of doesn't. Like, look at this. This won't level. I don't know why. It's just there. So it's hard to get things perfectly level, but I'm going to be using these posts, and I have kind of a plan in mind for an amazing house for Kevin at some point. What else have I done? There's so many things. So in the last episode, we got killed by the troll. I went back, I got my stuff, I had to rebuild my boat, I got the iron and stuff that we had gathered, and I made it back to this base. So let's see, we've got some iron put away here. Not a lot, not nearly enough because it takes so much iron to do anything, but we have 16 pieces, which is nothing. I did use some copper, or no. Oh, here's the bronze I made, yeah. So I've got 36 bronze now. I don't know that I'll use this at the moment. We don't really have much else that we can upgrade, at least not at the level that our forge is at the moment. But we're going to get into all the stuff that we could do with the iron eventually. I learned some things about sailing because I spent a bunch more time sailing. I guess now is as good a time as any to look at the map. So here's our main base. Here's our spawn camp. Here's our Black Forest base, our little mining camp we had. Here's a place that I was thinking of trying to build a house in eventually. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I explored more of this. And then what I did is I sailed across from here to here. What I was going to do is sail down through here. Here's Troll River where I got killed last time. I was going to sail through here and go back to here where we were getting the iron from the crypt in the swamp area. But on my way there, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to stop here and I want to explore this area because none of this had been revealed yet, and I was hoping maybe there would be more swamp nearby. Didn't end up being the case. It was pretty much all Black Forest with just a little bit of meadow. But I built a little base here. I found some good copper areas, burial chambers and stuff. We definitely need to do more burial chamber action to get some more Surtling cores eventually. I found a Grey Dwarf spawner that I didn't destroy. See, I realized that was a mistake too. I kept destroying Grey Dwarf spawners, but they're perfect for getting... You can get stone, you can get wood, but you can most importantly get the resin from them, which, you know, I kept destroying all the ones that I found here, so then I wasn't having a good source of resin. So that was good. So I did some exploration here. Didn't really find much, but I was like, we'll have a base here. Then I sailed down through here. And I was going here, but I got kind of blown off course, and I guess I hit down here, and I was like, oh, another island. So I started following this down, and then I saw this. Now, I've not gone to see what this is, but it looks like a big sack. And I think that it might be a merchant. The fact that we found gold and jewels, but we have had nothing to use them with, I think that there might be a merchant, and I think it might be here. So what I did, I was like, okay, I'm going to wait till we actually record an episode. I sailed around here, and I made a little island base. Killed a bunch of trolls. I've killed so many trolls between this episode and the last. The blue trolls are easy. They're no big deal. Killed some trolls, made a base, then sailed all the way around, circumnavigated this island, and then came back here, and I've just been grabbing copper, doing stuff, trying to level out that land, realizing that I can make nutritious meals of carrot soup and sausages and all that good stuff. So I think what we're going to do in this episode is give you a little tour. We're going to sail across here to this base. I'll show you what I've been doing here. We'll go through Troll River. We'll get to our island here. I'll show you this base, and maybe if we have time, we'll go see what's going on with this merchant. And then eventually we need to head back with our boat here so we can grab iron and take it on our boat. I guess I also discovered for the first time that you can put items in your boat. It does have an inventory, even though it's only 4 slots. So that's something. And I've also learned a lot more about sailing just through trial and error. Again, I'm not looking anything up about this game. So let's see what we have in the inventory here. We've got some stuff. Let's dump most of this. We're not going to need it. Oh, I want to fix this stuff. Fix it. There we go. So I should put a little porch over here so this stuff won't get ruined. I don't think it'll break because I've left stuff for a while and nothing ever actually broke, but who knows? It could rot away completely. I'm just not sure. Anyway, let's get rid of some of the stuff that we don't need. I've got some rocks. Too many damn rocks. Too many damn gray dwarf. What are these called? Gray dwarf eyes. I think we're pretty good with food right now. I would love to have another crop of carrots before we go on a big voyage, because it really gives you some nice stamina and everything. Let's see how close we are with these carrots. We may have to sleep before we go. Yeah, there'll be a while. Where's the sun in the sky? I don't know if they're going to let me sleep yet. We may try to sleep, and then we'll see if we can get a crop of carrots, and then we'll set sail. They're going to let me sleep. All right, so I'll show you what I've learned about sailing when we take off in our carve here in a moment. I guess maybe I should try to load myself up with some of the jewels and gold and stuff, if there is, in fact... you know what, if I were smart... If I were smart, I would go and actually try to get some more Surtling cores so I could make a Guldern portal. Because I have 0 Surtling cores right now. I don't know. We'll sail. We'll see what happens. So look at these. Look at all this amber whatever. What is this? Amber? No, it's just amber. We've got rubies. We've got amber pearls. Look at that. Ton of that stuff. Okay, so we're going to take all that with us. We're going to see what's going on with my carrots. How are my carrots doing? Oh, they're ready. Okay. Let's pick some carrots. I don't have a ton of mushrooms, which is kind of annoying, but the mushrooms, it's, I think, 1 mushroom and 3 carrots for a batch of carrot soup. So that's nice. And frankly, I should probably plant more carrots before I leave, or at least some seed carrots, so maybe we'll do that real quick like. Come on now. I want to make sure I have a nice rotating crop of carrots, because now that I've discovered the soup, and the fact that I'm not going to be able to keep making the sausages, because I don't know, you know, how many Draugr am I going to be killing, you know, on a regular basis. We'll see. I wish you could get those... What is it? It's the guts. I can't remember what the guts are actually called, what they call the guts, but I don't know... I wish there was a different way of getting those other than killing Draugr, because it's kind of ridiculous. Not that they're that horrible when they're by themselves, but yeah. Okay, let's do a little repair action here too. Kevin is learning stuff. Can you believe all the stuff that Kevin's been learning lately? Bang, 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 bang. Okay. Let's go plant some seed carrots just to make sure that we have a good supply of seeds coming up later. Oops, that's the wrong one. I have not actually equipped that. There we go. It's still... No. Okay, what's happening? 8. There we go. Okay, seed carrots. Bam. That's 3 seeds per seed carrot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That should be enough. I want to keep some to make some stew with. Let's get rid of that. We won't be taking that with us. Let's go here. I'm really running out of mushrooms, though, so I need to keep my eye out for mushrooms. Let's see. Hey, let's make some soup. Bing, ba-ding, bang. We're going to basically use up all of our mushrooms to do this soup right now. But that's okay, because soup is delicious and quite nutritious. Alright, so that goes there. Let's just dump the rest of the stuff we don't need. I think we're good on meat for now. Not going to bring this with us. Should I bring the swamp key? I'm going to leave it for now. Alright, I think we're good. Let's head to the boat, and I'll show you what I've learned about sailing. Remember how I kept complaining that when there was no wind, you couldn't do anything? And I guess I wasn't giving the game enough credit. I was thinking that, okay, well, they have this wind mechanic, but then they don't have an oar mechanic. Well, they actually do have an oar mechanic, and I just wasn't being able to use it because I was still making sail. I didn't realize that they would take take it that much into account that, oh, if you had any sail set whatsoever, then the oar wouldn't work. And for some reason, I think maybe I thought that. I thought that I could take the sail off and it would be better if I was facing into the wind. But I don't know. I guess we'll experiment with this right now as I jump in the boat. It seemed like there was some way where I just wasn't able to do anything with the oar. So we don't have the steering oar going here. Now we do. Stop that. We're going backwards. So you can see the little oar is up there. And that's working. Oh, Kevin, get back in your seat. That's working a treat, gang. So let's turn around here. Uh-oh. Watch out, Kevin. The wind might be kind of on our side here, which would be good. So that neck is still trying to go for us. Hey, Kevin, quit doing that. Okay. So now we're going this way, and we're going to go forward. So, yeah, I guess what I was doing was like, maybe I was only going there, and I didn't realize that if I took it off, I would get the oar, or maybe, I don't know. It just seemed like I wasn't making headway, and then I realized when I was just maneuvering around without sail, like, oh, I actually am making headway, and there is a little oar showing under my mini-map. So it actually does work, and that's nice, because I was getting quite irritated. And when I was going through that river and the troll attacked me and attacked Kevin, I was like, how would you possibly do this when you... Oh, man. Now, speaking of the wind getting all screwed up. Okay, we're going to have to go this way for a while, or we just might tack. Anyway, now I can navigate that river without getting destroyed by the troll. So we're going to just sail across to this little base here. It's a short little jaunt. I'll show you what I've done there. Then we will go through the troll river, and we will head down to our island here and maybe see if there is a merchant. And that will be exciting. Here we go. We're almost there. You can see our little house in the distance. Kevin has more houses than like a Russian oligarch now. Look at this. We got one there. We don't have one there yet. One there, one there, one there. There's one here. Actually, oh yeah, I forgot. We have a little base over here too. Kevin is, he owns land. He understands how important real estate is. Okay, this is not good. We've got rocks. We've got logs. Watch out, Kevin. Okay. Okay, we just hit a rock. That's fine. Nope, that's not what you want to do there, Kevin. Go forward. Forward, Kevin. Forward just a bit. Use that little oar. You can do it. Nope, okay, he's just not going to do it right now. Why won't he go forward? Oh, is it because I'm trying to turn? I still don't totally understand what's going on with the boat, but I think we understand enough that we can actually kind of get where we're going. All right, that's working. So then we jump out, and then it seems to stop once you jump out. There might be a little bit of forward momentum, but I think we're fine. Okay, anyway, here's the little camp that Kevin has made here. Oh, isn't that nice? We did a little porch. Oh, now you see this? See? Where it's not covered by the porch? Interesting. Very interesting indeed. So that's something that I have discovered. I'm sure I'm not the only person to discover that, but that's something that I figured out. So let's fix these. We'll head inside. Actually, I guess now that I have some resins, we can put some of that in there. My fire is going to be out, and I don't have any wood on me right now, but whatever. So there you go. Very simple. We just have some chests. Oh, I do have some wood right now. We'll throw some in the fire. There we go. Yeah, some rocks, some wood. Stuff like that. Nothing too exciting here. Oh, I do have some meat here, which is nice. I don't even have... Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. So there you go. That's cool. This was just a nice little place. I just wanted to explore this little area. It's not even a continent because it's part of... I mean, technically it's connected here, even though there's a river. I'd say this is still part of the same landmass. But we found a lot of good stuff here. So if we want to do more copper mining and stuff like that, burial chambers, spawners... all that good stuff. We have this to explore later, or, I mean, I've already explored it, but we have things that we can use here. So that was cool. So there you go. This is one of Kevin's little bases. Let's head into the boat again. Or is it time that we actually sleep here? I wonder if we'll make it. I don't know that we would make it to the other place in time, but whatever. We'll be fine out in the ocean. All right. So now we're going to have to go through the river. And it is a very dangerous river. It is the Troll River. But I think we're going to be all right. Kevin died there last time. In fact, I think that was the last place he died. Does it still show up? No, actually, he must have died somewhere else. In between dying in the river and dying elsewhere. Okay. I think we're going to have wind with us much of the way down the river, so we'll just go just a little bit of sail so we can maneuver, and I think we'll be all right. Let's head into Troll River. It's dangerous. But Kevin is an old, salty dog now, so he knows how to navigate these waters. That doofus grayling. What are you doing, buddy? Sometimes they're just kind of sauntering around. Like, it seems as though they have a little life to live on their own. It's kind of funny. Alright, here we go. There are several obstacles in this river. We will try to avoid. We will see a troll. See, there's an actual troll cave there. That's another thing I discovered. You can enter the troll caves. And sometimes you're like, oh, okay, I'll go in there. I killed the troll outside. It should be fine. No, there might still be a troll inside the troll cave, which is not ideal. But they do have some treasures and stuff in there. I actually explored this one. And there was just some gold and some amber pearls and things like that. I've killed a troll on this river at least 3 different times now, but they still just keep respawning, it seems. I'm assuming they'll just respawn near troll caves every once in a while. So that's another thing I've discovered. We're discovering everything about this game, and we are getting fantastically good at it. Oof, I should get those blueberries. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just wondering if it's going to be dark by the time we try to get to our other little island here. Oh, Kevin. Don't stare at the map while you're driving. Hey, buddy. I love it when they swim, too. All right, no troll this time, which is kind of crazy. I think that's the first time I've gone through this river without a troll. But as you can see, the oar works quite well. You make plenty of headway, so we don't ever have to worry about being moribund inside a river again and a giant troll trying to kill us. So I think we're going to head south for a while. Well, actually, we want to go about southeast until we strike land, and then we'll just follow it down the coast. So let's do this. Bam! We'll go a little bit this way. Oops, the other way. Your other east, Kevin. Amazingly, the weather is not horrible. It seems like horrible storms like to come whenever I get out in the boat. Alright. I think our course is set quite nicely. We should make landfall around here, and then we'll just follow around the coast, and we'll see what's going on with this guy. We might go to the base first, but then we'll see if there is actually a merchant. And I will be so thrilled if that is actually the case. I spoke too soon. Here comes the storm. Ah, there's another spawner over there, it looks like. So here's our new island. It's all black forest. It's mostly unexplored. We've just explored a little bit around the coast here, where I was basically cutting wood to make my base. But, I don't know. Pretty interesting. We should be able to find plenty of burial chambers, lots of copper, all that good stuff. Looks like a nice ruin there. I don't know for sure that there is a merchant, but I would assume that because there is gold and other jewels that you can't seem to do anything with, there aren't any recipes to use them with anything, I'm assuming there has to be a merchant. And hopefully we will find one. I don't know if we'll find one today. We'll see. I might just give you a little tour of the other base. This has been a fun kind of get you up to speed episode, because Kevin has done a lot since the last episode, and Kevin is way more confident and competent in this game. Oh, there's one thing I totally forgot about that has been occurring lately. Remember the forest is moving? And so you would get that little notification, and then a bunch of gray dwarfs and greylings and gray dwarf brutes and such. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Would start attacking. Uh-oh. Oh, come on now. Let's put a little reef in that sail there, Kevy. And you'd be attacked by all these doofuses, and you'd have to fight them off, and then eventually they would go away. I'm assuming it's because we beat the second boss, but I've been getting new versions of those things. One is a smell from the swamp. And then you get Draugr and skeletons, and it's kind of annoying. They start attacking you. The other one is the ground is shaking, and 2 to 3 trolls come and attack your base. That's ridiculous. I could take out a blue troll, no problem. 2 or 3 blue trolls at once, it's kind of irritating. So you just have to run away from your base so they don't destroy it, and they chase you, and then you just have to kite them around with your arrows. It's ridiculous. So that's the new little twist we've been having here lately. A smell from the swamp, and the ground is shaking. It's ridiculous. Luckily, I haven't had any 2-star trolls in any of those things. Anyway, this is getting near to where maybe this merchant is. I couldn't see anything from the sea before. I'm still looking over there and not really seeing anything. I don't know. I'm super curious about this. I kind of just want to go now, but I like to wait a little bit. Let's delay our gratification until we actually see the new base. We're getting close. Just around this point, the Cape of Kevin's Hope. I think it's a pretty good base. I should have brought some wood with me. We want to get the fire going and everything. We'll probably have to light some of our torches and stuff. Air it out a little bit, get the dust bunnies, and I don't know, maybe take a sleep, or we'll end the episode there, and then next episode in the morning, we'll go see if there's anything to this merchant, or if it actually is a merchant. All right, we're rounding the cape. Hey, there it is. You can see it in the distance. I made it on stilts. It was another little thing I was just kind of experimenting with. Hey, what can you actually do? Because we haven't done any real crazy build yet, and I think Kevin's main base is going to be a very crazy, very exciting build. Hey, look at that. His island base. Is that what I called it? Yes, island base. Oop, stop that, Kevin. We actually have a little dock out here. I don't know how close I'm actually going to be able to get to it. Let's go here. Slow it down, Kevy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't overturn. Okay. Okay, stop completely. Okay. We're not going to get very close to it. But there's the dock. Here's the base. Kevin got wet. It would be amazing if he could actually just drive up to here, get off. I'm sure I could sort of work that out eventually. Let's light these torches. We don't need to fill them up completely. So here we go, gang. Not bad, huh? How badly are these? Hey, I'm surprised that these aren't destroyed at all. Maybe it hasn't rained here in all this time? Or maybe if I'm not around? Oh, that's interesting. But here you go. We have a nice little porch, as you can see. And if you can see underneath here, we have our core wood poles holding up this building. I actually tried to raise the ground underneath so I could put a fire on there. I couldn't really figure out how to put a fire because you can't put it directly on the wood there, and I don't know. Anyway, that's what I ended up doing. We have a nice open plan here, windows all the way around. Up on stilts, as I mentioned, because in a storm, the water does come up here, and it actually washes over this area, so the house is protected. We come on inside, and we do have some fuel on the old fire, which is nice. Let's light the torches inside here so we can see what we're doing. Very basic, nothing too exciting going on here. We just have our bed. We have our chests, few chests with some stuff. I do have wood, which is good. Some rocks. Oh wow, I have a bunch of troll leather here. Like I've said, I've killed a lot of trolls. Oh, we have more of these too. Oh wow, 128 coins. Yeah, I guess I must have killed 4 trolls on this island because I have 20 hides. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, we're doing pretty well here, gang. And I think we have quite a good amount of booty to bring with us. 916 coins. We have 48 pieces of amber, 13 rubies, and 12 amber pearls. So hopefully there is a merchant, and hopefully that merchant will have some cool things for us to buy. And hopefully we'll find out in the next episode of Stuff and Things Plays. See, here's the front porch. We have a forge here, actually, which is nice. And we've got this. Do I have another torch anywhere around here? Is that a torch? There we go. Shine a little light. Nice front porch, and then we have a little causeway that goes out. I think. Yeah. Goes out over here. And there's the evil dark black forest. This was all covered in trees before, but I cut all of them down in my attempt to build this little house. So quite cool, I thought. I like the covered porch, but we'll see more of it by the light of the morning tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but when the next episode posts. Tomorrow for Kevin. 3 days for you. No, a day and a half for you. 2 days. 2 days for you. So until next time, tell me to get late. Good night, Kevin. And I'll see you later.